After the age of 60, every bite we take becomes more important. What we eat and how we prepare it can affect our energy, our digestion, and even our ability to stay active and independent. That is why today's recipe is more than just a dish. It is a practical, powerful way to support your health and enjoy your meals at the same time. Would you believe that something as simple as mixing 3 eggs with a can of tuna could lead to one of the most nutritious and satisfying meals for older adults? This recipe does not require any expensive ingredients or complicated steps. It only uses real food, gentle cooking methods, and flavors that comfort the body. Eggs and tuna provide high-quality protein, which is essential for maintaining muscle strength. Potatoes add steady energy and fiber, which support digestion and blood sugar control. Fresh herbs and light spices make the dish flavorful without being too heavy. The creamy sauce, made from common ingredients like sour cream and mustard, adds a smooth finish that is easy on the stomach. There's no deep frying, no processed additives, and nothing artificial in this recipe. It is designed to be gentle, nourishing, and easy to chew and digest. Every ingredient plays a role in supporting your daily health, and every step is something you can do in your own kitchen. Today, you will learn how to bring these simple ingredients together to create a dish that is not only delicious but also designed with older adults in mind. Whether you live alone or cook for your family, this recipe can be made in advance, stored easily, and enjoyed without stress. This is not just about making food. It is about making choices that support a longer, stronger, and more enjoyable life. All it takes is a bowl, a fork, and the decision to treat your health with care. Let us begin with 3 eggs, a can of tuna, and the confidence that even the simplest meals can be powerful when prepared with purpose. As we grow older, our bodies begin to ask for food that is not just tasty, but also gentle, balanced, and rich in nutrients. That is exactly why this tuna and egg dish is a smart choice for anyone over 60. It brings together everything the body needs in one easy, affordable, and satisfying recipe. The first reason is protein. Both eggs and canned tuna are packed with high-quality protein that helps maintain muscle strength. This is especially important as we age because muscle mass tends to decrease naturally over time. Eating enough protein can support daily strength and make everyday movements easier. The second reason is comfort. The dish is soft in texture, easy to chew, and gentle on the digestive system. Whether you are managing dental issues, sensitive digestion, or simply prefer smoother meals, this recipe delivers nourishment without strain. The third reason is balance. You are not just getting protein. You are also adding in potatoes for fiber and slow-burning energy. The sauce includes healthy fats from mayonnaise and sour cream. The herbs and spices bring natural flavor without overloading salt or oil. It is a complete meal that keeps you full and fueled. Lastly, this dish is easy to prepare in advance and store in the fridge. For seniors living alone or with limited energy, having a ready-to-eat meal that still feels homemade can make a big difference. It brings comfort, reduces effort, and makes healthy eating more consistent. In just one simple recipe, you are feeding your body what it truly needs: strength, energy, comfort, and care. That is why this dish is more than food. It is a gentle form of support for a longer, healthier life. Start with 3 whole eggs and 1 can of tuna in water or brine. Crack the eggs into a large mixing bowl. Open the tuna, drain any liquid, and add it to the bowl with the eggs. Use a fork to mix them together until the texture becomes smooth and even. This step might look simple, but it creates the base of your meal. Eggs and tuna are both rich in protein, vitamin D, and omega-3 fatty acids. These nutrients are especially helpful for older adults. They support muscle health, protect your heart, and nourish the brain. When you mix these 2 ingredients well, you create a moist and consistent blend that cooks evenly. It also becomes easier to digest. This is important for people with sensitive stomachs or those who have difficulty chewing tougher meats. Take your time with this step. Use a large fork or spoon and mix slowly in circular motions. You do not need a blender or any machine, just your hand and a bit of patience. By combining 2 everyday ingredients into one simple base, you are already building a meal that is full of strength and balance. This first step is the foundation, and it only takes 2 minutes. Now it is time to add flavor. To the tuna and egg mix, sprinkle in a pinch of salt, a dash of black pepper, and a small amount of chili powder. If you prefer a mild dish, use less chili or skip it completely. Then chop some fresh parsley and green onion and grate a bit of lemon zest over the bowl. These ingredients may be small in quantity, but they add a lot of brightness and balance. Parsley supports digestion and adds freshness. Green onion brings a gentle bite without overwhelming the flavor. Lemon zest gives a natural lift that makes the dish feel light and clean. More importantly, these herbs and spices allow you to season the dish without needing heavy salt or fat. For seniors watching their blood pressure or cholesterol, this is a healthy and flavorful solution. Mix everything gently with a fork. You will see the color brighten and the smell become inviting. This is the moment when your base mixture transforms into something more. You are not just feeding the body, you are waking up the senses. Once your mixture of eggs, tuna, and herbs is well combined, it is time to add 2 tablespoons of plain breadcrumbs. This small addition makes a big difference. Breadcrumbs help bind the mixture together, making it easier to shape and cook later. They also absorb some of the moisture from the eggs and tuna, giving the patties a firmer texture without making them dry. Breadcrumbs are gentle on the stomach and help create a soft, balanced bite. They're especially helpful for older adults who may have difficulty chewing dense or dry foods. Instead of frying or adding flour, this light ingredient holds everything together in a way that remains easy to digest. If you do not have store-bought breadcrumbs, you can make your own by toasting a slice of bread and crushing it into fine crumbs. It is quick, simple, and just as effective. After adding the breadcrumbs, mix everything again. You should see the mixture thicken slightly. This is a good sign. It means your patties will hold their shape when cooked without falling apart. This step brings structure to the recipe. It is what turns the ingredients from a soft mash into a ready-to-shape meal. You are now just one step away from building a dish that is delicious, nourishing, and ready to cook. While your tuna and egg mixture rests, begin preparing the side that completes the meal. Wash and peel 5 to 6 medium potatoes, then cut them into smaller chunks. Place them in a pot, cover them with water, and add a pinch of salt. Bring the pot to a boil and cook the potatoes until they are soft and easy to mash with a fork. Potatoes are more than just a filler. They are a gentle source of energy, full of fiber, potassium, and vitamin C. For seniors, they provide slow-releasing carbohydrates that help maintain steady blood sugar and energy levels throughout the day. Boiling the potatoes in salted water enhances their flavor without needing extra seasoning later. The result is a soft, flavorful base that pairs beautifully with the tuna and egg patties. As they cook, keep the heat at a medium boil. You do not need to rush this step. Gentle boiling protects the texture of the potatoes and helps them absorb just the right amount of water. This step not only adds balance to your plate, but also adds comfort to your meal. Potatoes are familiar, satisfying, and kind to the stomach. When cooked well, they support your digestion and give a warm, filling foundation to a nourishing dish. Once your potatoes are soft and fully cooked, drain the water and let them cool for a minute or 2. Then, using a fork or potato masher, gently mash them until smooth. You do not need to make them completely creamy. A slightly chunky texture works well and adds character to the dish. Now return to your tuna and egg mixture. Take a spoonful of the mixture and a spoonful of mashed potatoes and combine them together in a clean bowl. Mix them slowly and gently until everything is blended. This combination forms the base for your patties. With clean hands, shape the mixture into small, even-sized patties. Make them about the size of your palm. They should feel firm but still soft to the touch. If the mixture feels too wet, you can add a little more breadcrumbs. If it is too dry, a teaspoon of water or milk will help bring it back together. This step is both creative and calming. There is something satisfying about shaping each piece with your own hands. It is a moment to pause, breathe, and appreciate the food you are creating. For seniors, this step is gentle on the joints, and the final texture is ideal for eating comfortably. The combination of tuna, eggs, potatoes, and herbs brings nutrition and softness in every bite. Now that your patties are formed, it is time to bring them to life with a gentle pan fry. Heat a small amount of vegetable oil in a non-stick skillet over medium heat. You only need enough to lightly coat the pan. There is no need for deep frying. Once the oil is warm, place the patties gently into the pan. Let them cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, or until they develop a golden brown crust. Use a spatula to flip them carefully. You will notice the outside becoming crispy while the inside remains soft and moist. This method adds flavor and texture without making the dish heavy or greasy. It is ideal for older adults who want satisfying food that is still easy on the stomach. Pan frying also seals in the moisture and keeps the nutrients from escaping. Unlike deep frying, which can overwhelm the body with oil and salt, this light approach respects your health and still delivers that delicious, comforting crunch. Once both sides are golden and slightly crispy, transfer the patties to a paper towel to remove any extra oil. Let them rest for a few minutes. This small pause allows the flavors to settle and the patties to firm up just enough to be perfect on the plate. While your patties are resting, it is the perfect time to make a creamy, flavorful sauce that lifts the entire dish. In a small bowl, combine 3 tablespoons of sour cream, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, and 1 tablespoon of smooth French mustard. These ingredients blend into a rich and tangy base. Next, finely chop 1 small pickled cucumber and add it to the mix. The pickled flavor gives the sauce a pleasant sharpness that cuts through the richness of the tuna and eggs. Then add a sprinkle of fresh or dried dill. Dill brings brightness and freshness, and it supports digestion as well. This sauce is creamy, but not heavy. It adds moisture and flavor without overpowering the patties. For seniors, it also helps those who may have difficulty swallowing dry foods. The soft, smooth texture makes each bite easier and more enjoyable. Stir everything together until the mixture is smooth and consistent. Taste it and adjust the flavor to your liking. A little extra mustard for more tang or a touch more cucumber for extra crunch. You now have a simple homemade sauce that feels gourmet and comforting at the same time. And just like the patties, it was made with easy ingredients and your own hands. To finish the sauce, add a small pinch of salt and black pepper. These final touches bring balance to the flavors and help everything come together. Then add a small cube of unsalted butter. Let it soften naturally as you stir it into the sauce. The butter adds silkiness and warmth to the texture. It also provides healthy fats that are especially helpful for absorbing fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, and E nutrients that support vision, bone strength, and immune health. For seniors, this step is not just about flavor. It is about adding comfort and support to every bite. The creaminess makes the food easier to chew and swallow. The gentle ingredients are soothing for the stomach and friendly for digestion. You will notice the sauce become more luxurious and smooth. Its aroma becomes slightly richer. This is not a heavy or greasy topping. It is a finishing touch that brings the dish to life. Simple ingredients, gentle cooking, balanced flavors. This is a meal made with care. When you mix this sauce with your golden tuna patties and tender mashed potatoes, you get more than good food. You get a meal that nourishes the body and warms the spirit. As the final touch to your sauce, pour in about 100 milliliters of warm milk. Add it slowly, stirring as you go until the sauce becomes smooth and creamy. The warmth of the milk helps all the ingredients blend more easily, creating a soft and rich consistency that brings everything together. Warm milk is gentle on the stomach and provides a small boost of calcium, protein, and vitamin D. For seniors, these nutrients support bone strength, heart function, and overall energy. Using warm milk instead of cold also prevents the sauce from feeling heavy or too thick. This step ensures that the sauce does not feel sticky or overly dense. It flows easily over the patties and potatoes, adding a comforting layer that enhances the dish without overpowering it. If you prefer a thicker sauce, add less milk. For a lighter, more pourable texture, add a bit more. Adjust it to your taste and needs. The key is to keep it smooth, warm, and satisfying. By the time the sauce is ready, it should have a silky finish and a mild aroma from the herbs, mustard, and butter. You now have a sauce that feels balanced, thoughtful, and completely homemade. This is more than just a topping. It is the detail that brings your meal together and makes it feel complete. Now it is time to bring all the pieces together. Place your golden tuna and egg patties on a plate next to a generous scoop of mashed potatoes. Then gently spoon your creamy herb sauce over the patties, letting it coat the surface and settle into the edges. The final dish should look warm and inviting, soft golden browns, bright green herbs, creamy whites. It is a plate full of color, nutrition, and care. For older adults, this meal offers everything the body needs in one dish. Protein from the tuna and eggs, carbohydrates and fiber from the potatoes, healthy fats and flavor from the sauce, all prepared in a way that is easy to chew, easy to digest, and deeply comforting to eat. This is not fast food. This is real food made with your hands, your time, and your intention. You have turned simple ingredients into a balanced meal that supports your health and brings joy to your table. Whether you serve it hot right away or store it for later, this dish keeps its flavor and texture beautifully. It is the kind of food that feels like home. The kind that says, I care about myself, I care about my health. You have done more than just cook. You have created something nourishing and meaningful. By simply mixing eggs and tuna, you have already taken a big step toward better health. These two ingredients are not only affordable and easy to find, they are packed with the protein your body needs to stay strong and energized. Especially after 60, keeping your muscles active and your energy steady begins with the food you eat. You did not need expensive supplements or complicated recipes. You just needed a bowl and the right idea. Be proud of what you are building. This is how simple cooking becomes powerful self-care, one spoon at a time. As you shape and pan-fry each patty, you are creating something more than food. Each golden crust you form holds together your effort, your care, and your desire to eat well. These are not just patties. They are small victories on your journey to feeling better every day. The crispy outside and soft inside reflect your perfect balance, strength with kindness, nourishment with comfort. You do not need a restaurant. You are proving that your own hands and heart can create meals that heal and satisfy. This is real cooking, and you are doing it beautifully. Look at what you have made: a warm plate, a balanced sauce, a complete dish filled with flavor and love. You created more than a meal. You created a moment of comfort, a small celebration of health, and a gift to your body. This dish speaks of care, not just in taste, but in intention. It is soft, gentle, nourishing, and strong, and so are you. This is what it means to live well after 60, not through big changes, but through small, thoughtful choices that feed both the body and the spirit. Even simple recipes can go wrong if a few small steps are missed, but the good news is that every mistake in this dish is easy to fix, and each one teaches you how to cook with more confidence next time. One common mistake is using too much moisture. If the mixture of tuna, eggs, and potatoes feels too wet, the patties may fall apart while cooking. This can happen if the potatoes are overboiled or not drained well. The fix is simple. Add 1 or 2 extra spoonfuls of breadcrumbs to absorb the extra moisture and strengthen the mix. Another mistake is adding too much salt or too many strong spices. The ingredients in this recipe already have natural flavor. Over-seasoning can make the dish too intense or heavy for older taste buds. The solution is to taste a small sample of the mix before shaping the patties. Adjust the seasoning gently as you go. Some people rush the pan-frying process by using high heat. This causes the patties to burn on the outside while staying raw inside. Medium heat is best. Take your time and flip only when the crust is golden and firm. Lastly, some might forget to warm the milk for the sauce or skip the butter entirely. Cold milk can separate the ingredients and ruin the smooth texture. Always use warm milk and mix slowly. Butter adds both softness and nutrition. Do not leave it out unless necessary. Cooking is a learning process, not a test. Mistakes happen, but each one is a chance to learn and improve. What matters most is that you are cooking with care. That is how small meals become something truly meaningful for your health, your comfort, and your joy. Some meals are good. Others are worth repeating. This one is both. The tuna and egg patties you have created are more than a one-time recipe. They are a smart habit, one that can help you stay healthy, independent, and well-nourished week after week. First, this dish is balanced. It includes everything your body needs in one plate. Protein for your muscles, gentle carbohydrates for energy, and healthy fats for digestion and vitamin absorption. For older adults, having all of these in one simple recipe is a gift. Second, it is easy to prepare in batches. You can make several patties at once, store them in the refrigerator, and heat them when needed. The sauce can be kept in a jar and used throughout the week. This saves time, energy, and effort, especially for those living alone or managing their own meals daily. Third, it supports routine. When you choose a day each week to make this meal, you're giving yourself something reliable, tasty, and comforting to look forward to. Creating that kind of structure is helpful for both physical and emotional well-being. Lastly, this dish reminds you that good health does not have to be complicated. You do not need rare ingredients or restaurant skills. You only need intention and a few everyday items to build something valuable. Making this once a week is not just about food. It is about honoring your health in a simple, sustainable way. It is about building a rhythm that supports strength, warmth, and satisfaction with every bite. Let this dish become a small but powerful tradition, one that says, I take care of myself, one meal at a time. Sometimes the most powerful things are also the simplest. In this one dish made from eggs, tuna, and potatoes, you have created more than a meal. You have built strength. You have chosen care. You have taken control of your health in a way that feels real, gentle, and lasting. Cooking for yourself is an act of love, not just for your body, but for your life. With each small step, you are saying that you matter, your health matters, and your happiness matters too. Keep choosing these simple steps. They lead to stronger days, warmer meals, and a more joyful life.